Hello, this is Mr. Bacon Bits, and welcome back to OMORI. This time, I am looking through the complete Faux Facts journal. This lists most of the enemies in the game. Not all of them. There are some optional bosses that are excluded. But, completing all the entries for this Faux Facts journal gets you an achievement, so I figured I'd show that off. With each entry, I will go ahead and talk about their general tactics, show off their stats on screen, and where they might be found. Keep in mind that there are some enemies that are missable. I will make note of that when they come up. And you cannot complete the Faux Facts journal unless you are on the Hikikomori route. So with all that said, let's go ahead and start with Forest Bunny. Cute and fluffy creatures that may or may not attack people without warning. I think it would probably make for a cute pet. So this is basically the common enemy in vast forests. Aside from regular attacks, it can also reduce your own attack or make you sad. The Forest Bunny is next. A regular forest bunny, but upside down. Why does it do that? It seems inconvenient. Its ear muscles must be really strong. This is a rare variant of the bunny, found in vast forests. It just has the same skills as the forest bunny. From my experience, you can usually find it around the top of the west side of vast forest before reaching the bridge. So, yeah. Next is Lost Sprout Mole, a dangerous and hostile ugly plant creature. It says it is smart, but do not believe it. It is not. It smells like dirty laundry. Okay. This is a common enemy throughout Headspace, and as such, it has different stats depending on the area. I'll go ahead and linger on this to show them all. The only thing of note about this enemy is that it can attack twice in a single turn. Okay, I think moving on, we've got Big Strong Tree. Wow, it's so big and strong! This is found in vast forest. Only one of them exists. It blends in with the other tree sprites. It does not attack, and it has such high defense that you need defense-penetrating attacks or critical hits to deal damage. So, yeah. Remember when I mentioned earlier ago in this playthrough when I encountered this thing and I realized why this is an enemy after beating the game? Ugh. Next is Dust Bunny. This is a very rare enemy, the sneeziest of all bunnies. Likes to hide in bookshelves and under the bed. Seems a little shy. This is a very rare enemy. It can only be found in Basil's house, right after he gets missing, or at Small's house in Otherworld. You have to check the bookshelves and, I guess, under the bed, if there is any, and you'll find this thing. It is very fragile, and its only attack is exploding, which can deal a lot of damage, so if you defeat it before it explodes, then that's great. Next is Space Bunny, a regular forest bunny with a bubble on its head. This allows it to breathe it in space. Whatever. I'm guessing it likes to space out. Get it? Yeah. I didn't know Hero liked puns. Actually, yes, he does. He's the only one who can read the joke book. Never mind. Okay, this is found in Otherworld. It's essentially the basic bunny, except it has a stronger laser attack. UFO, aka Unidentified Flying Orange. A highly advanced orange commonly seen aimlessly floating through the vastness of space. It still tastes like an orange. Okay, you're eating him? Okay. These are found in Otherworld's cattail field. They're usually in large groups, but they're very easy to take down, so I wouldn't really worry about them. Venus Flytrap. The features of the Venus flytrap resemble that of a common watermelon. It is an evolutionary trait that is used to lure in unintelligent prey. Man, I was so sure it was a watermelon! Way to prove Omori's point! Okay. This is found in Otherworld. It has strong attacks. But, yeah, other than that, it's not really too special. Just a watermelon that can bite back. Next is Wormhole. It is said that wormholes are capable of connecting widely separated regions of space and time, but this one's just a worm. I don't like how it wiggles. This is found in Otherworld. It's basically an enemy summoner. It can summon other wormholes, space bunnies, or UFOs. Next is Mixtape, a relic of the past. It seems awfully cheerful despite its impending fall into obscurity. I used to collect these a while ago, so this is where they all went. So these are found in Otherworld Junkyard. It basically can lower speed. That's about it. Yeah, it basically targets the party member with the highest speed and lowers it. That's pretty much its big deal. Dial-up is next. An ancient form of accessing communication networks. Makes a horrible ear-piercing noise when used. Ah, this sound reminds me of the good old days. Sure, hero. That's not one of my fonder memories of back then. But anyway, this is also found in the Otherworld Junkyard. It can basically lower everyone's speed because of how sluggish it is. It also has pretty high defense, because you're attacking a frickin' computer. Anyway. Doombox. The revived spirit of a boombox, a portable method of transporting loud noises. This is found in Otherworld Junkyard. It can make itself angry. That's basically it. Shark Plane is next. An aerial predator capable of swooping up unsuspecting passengers at Mach speed. You never know where you'll end up once you board a shark plane. This is found in one spot in Otherworld Junkyard and in Cattail Field. It can raise its own speed and make itself angry, and it also strikes stronger if angry. So, yeah, that's the reason why it makes itself angry. Bug Bunny is next. Get the pun? Actually an arthropod, it likes cold temperatures and rolls down steep hills for amusement. The hobby has gained so much traction that they now hold a yearly hill rolling competition. Okay. That's just reminding me of a race in Mario Odyssey. This is found in Firefly Forest. It can make itself happy and strikes stronger if happy. So do not let itself make... Do not let it make itself happy. Rare Bear is next. Warning, do not provoke, do not show weakness. Essentially, that's what you have to do to this thing. It is found in Firefly Forest in one area and in Sweetheart's Castle Gardens. It strikes hard, starts off angry, can make itself angry if it isn't. Basically, you just have to strike harder than it does. Potted Plant is next. Warning, do not provoke. Explodes when cornered. But why do they explode? Who planted this here anyway? Yes, this is found in Firefly Forest. It can make itself happy if angry, explodes, and it also has high defense. If you have defense-piercing attacks, this will go down in no problem. Sprout Mole? Is this Sprout Mole upside down, or are we the ones who are upside down? This is basically just the same as the Lost Sprout Mole, except it is rare, and found in Firefly Forest. Just encounter the lone Sprout Mole enemy sprite. Keep running away until you find this thing, I guess. Next is Ghost Bunny. Hostile bunny spirits yearning for revenge. They're still kind of cute, though. This is found in the Lost Forest, which is an offshoot of Firefly Forest. It is missable. In other words, if you go through Lost Forest without encountering these, too bad. So make sure you encounter one of these for battle. And also, since it's a ghost, it only depletes juice when it attacks. So it's not too threatening, honestly. But it might be threatening if it's with other enemies. Thankfully, there are no other enemies in Lost Forest, so there you go. Harold and Kumar, a master of the blade, a Sprout Mole who has studied the art of combat for many years in order to be granted the prestigious title of Herald. Yeah, this enemy, this armored enemy, can basically make itself happy, or cast Guard, which basically decreases damage taken for one turn. So, yeah, if it guards and there's other enemies, you might just want to, like, take on the other enemies. Or deal high damage. Either one will work. Next is Marcia, a master of the axe, a Sprout Mole who has studied the art of combat for many years in order to be granted the prestigious title of Marcia. This is basically a fairly dangerous enemy. It can damage all party members at once, or heavily damages one. So be careful with this one. Therese is next, a master of the bow, a Sprout Mole who has studied the art of combat for many years in order to be granted the prestigious title of Therese. These are all found in Sweetheart's Castle, I forgot to mention. Therese can ignore defense, pierce, because of the arrow. It can cause a party member to become angry, and it can also attack twice. So be careful. Finally is Lucius, a master of the arcane, a Sprout Mole who has studied the art of combat for many years in order to be granted the prestigious title of Lucius. This is found in Sweetheart's Castle again. It can damage everybody. It can damage... Yeah, it can damage all party members, or it can actually damage everybody if it misfires. Which is funny. All of these Sweetheart's Castle enemies here, so far, can roll for initiative, which basically determines if either you or them gets an advantage. So, yeah. And also, fun fact, all of these names are basically default names for RPG Maker 15. So that's kind of cool. I think this was actually made with RPG Maker, so yeah. Next is Horsehead, one part of a futile attempt to look like a complete horse. Well, at least they tried their best. The weird thing about it is it doesn't look like a costume. Unless the zipper is in the back. Anyway, this horse head can be found in Sweetheart's Castle Garden, only one spot. Causes party members to become angry and can make itself happy, which is actually a deadly combo, come to think of it. Horse butt is next. This costume is the butts. Oh, now you're just being mean. Okay. This is also found in Sweetheart's Castle Garden. Same battle. It can hit twice and can make itself happy. A happy ass. Next is Bun Bunny. Kind of cute. Might be vegan. Is this vegan? Not sure if vegan. Definitely not vegan. Hey, you know what they say about vegans? They always let you know that they're vegan. Anyway, this is found in Orange Oasis and in Dino's Dig. It uses Guard to decrease damage for a turn, and its experience, the amount of experience it gives in Dino's Dig, changes after the headspace reset. Next is Cupcake Bunny, an evil cupcake parasite that has taken a poor forest bunny as its host. The forest bunny's eyes are filled with silent screams. Okay. Creepy. This is found in Orange Oasis. It restores... It's basically the healer. It restores the heart of an ally and also makes them happy, boosting attack, defense, and speed at the same time. So, might want to make them a priority if they're in a group. Next is Milkshake Bunny, a forest bunny with a milkshake strapped on its back. Well, that's much less horrifying than the cupcake one. This is found in Orange Oasis. It basically can attack all the party at once. And next is Pancake Bunny, a cute forest bunny that sports its fallen brethren as a fashionable hat. Wait, what? Pancakes are fallen bunnies? Like squished bunnies? Ew. This is found in Orange Oasis and is just the basic bunny. Has nothing really special about it. SS Snake is next, aka Strawberry Short Snake, a short snake with a long name. This is found in level 1 of Dino's Dig. It can make itself happy, and the amount of experience it gives changes after the headspace reset, like all Dino's Dig enemies. Next is Porcupine, a rejected dessert sentenced to wander the wasteland for an eternity. Was this flavor too sharp? Oh god, man. Hero. You're killing me here. This is found in Dino's Dig, level 1, and has a powerful attack that ignores defense. It doesn't have a lot of HP though, so you might want to take it out first. Next is Sprout Bunny. Kind of cute. Might be vegan. I am 100% sure this is vegan. Pretty sure this is vegan. Definitely not vegan. This is found in Dino's Dig level 2, and it can heal itself. That's basically it. It doesn't even heal others, as far as I'm aware. Next is Cilantro. Scientific name, Coriandrum sativum. Stats per 100 grams. Energy, 22.71 calories. Vitamin K, 310 mcg. I'm not sure what that stands for. Potassium, 521 milligrams. Iron, 1.77 milligrams. Are coriander and cilantro the same thing? Kel. This is also found in Dino's Dig level 2. It's basic enemy. Nothing really too special about it. Just keep in mind that all Dino's Dig enemies can hit hard. So, yeah. Next is Ginger. Scientific name, Zingiber officinal. A flowering plant whose rhizome is widely used as a spice and a folk medicine. It is an herbaceous perennial which grows annual pseudostems about 1 meter tall, bearing narrow leaf blades. Okay. This is found in Dino's Dig level 2. It can remove the emotion of a party member, and it has high defense. That's basically the only, yeah, the emotion erasing is basically the only annoying part about it, so... Next is celery. Did you know that eating celery burns more calories than you get from it? It's because you gotta chew it. Everyone knows that, Kel. I mean, some people might. I mean, I knew, but it's neither here nor there. This is found in Dino's Dig level 2. It's essentially the basic enemy, but it has higher defense than cilantro. God, my sinuses do not like me today. Next is Rabbit, an abomination. Truly appalling. This is found in Dino's Dig level 3. It decreases attack for non-sad characters, and it can also cause sad. So, I guess you can see where I'm going with this. Next is Chicken, poultry in motion. Oh God, hero. Ain't nothing but a chicken wing. This is found in Dino's Dig level 3 and level 4. It does not attack, it has low HP, and flees once its turn comes up. And because of its behavior, the only one found in level 4 actually has a secret item and achievement tied to defeating it. So, yeah. Next is Fish Bunny, a forest bunny that has aptly adapted to its environment. They travel in groups as they do not like to be alone. Very well indeed, this is an annoying enemy. This is found in Deep Well. It calls allies to battle very frequently. Next is Muscle, a very muscular mussel. It keeps an incredibly strenuous workout regimen in order to maintain its rock-solid physique. This is found in Deep Well. It has very high defense. It can increase the hit rate and power of next attack, essentially Kel's flex move, and can guard. So, yeah. Next is Reverse Mermaid. Fish was I, wish I, wish I. Turn that backwards. This is found in Deep Well. Specifically, I think, in the Squizzard Farm and in the cave area. It can target 2 random party members in an attack. It is stronger if happy, and has high speed. So, yeah. Just be careful of that one. Shark Fin. This is found in Deep Well. Exclusively the fin part of a shark. Yeah. It basically can heavily damage a single party member. It ignores defense if angry, and also makes itself angry and faster. So try to compensate if it makes itself happy. Next is Squizzard, only found in the Sea Cow Farm. Did I say the Squizzard Farm earlier? Yeah, it might as well be. The most despicable creature on the planet, has no friends, is never invited to parties, and is terrible at jokes. Wow. This Squizzard must be representative of someone Sonny knows. Maybe his grandfather? I don't know. Either way, this can be found in Deep Well in the Sea Cow Farm. Only. It can increase an ally's defense and can change everybody's emotion at once. Can kind of be dangerous. Slime Bunny is next. Too sticky to hug, too sticky to love. Made of slime, tastes like lime. Why would you taste it? Anyway, this is found inside Humphrey. It can cause the party to become sad and decrease speed. Next is Water Mimic, an obviously fake trap that would only be able to fool the most feeble-minded of individuals. Aw, nuts! I thought this was a watermelon for sure! Okay, a takeoff of the Venus flytrap. This is found inside Humphrey. It's actually rather interesting. It uses items to either help or hurt the party. It can use, like, attacking items like rubber bands and dynamite sticks, or it can use a lot of healing items, or change the party's emotion. So, very interesting indeed. It ends up being more helpful than it is hurtful. So, yeah. Next is Snot Bubble, a fragile being with a short lifespan. It leads a life of impermanence and smells like a wet dog. Ain't that right? This is found inside Humphrey. It explodes if left alive until the 4th turn, or if it reaches 10% HP. So I would recommend taking it out quickly and efficiently. Next is Wormbot, a robotic worm with razor-sharp teeth. Its favorite food is carrots. Okay. This is found inside Humphrey. It can heavily damage a member with the laser. Next is Lab Rat, a self-proclaimed scientific genius. Specializes in theoretical chemistry, but its true passion lies on the silver screen. I hope it gets its big break one day. Okay. This is found inside Humphrey as well. It can inflict happy on all of the party members. Sprout Mole? A monster made up of all the strongest parts from all the strongest Sprout Moles. This is found inside Humphrey. This abomination can cause random emotions, and it explodes if left alive with 100 heart or less. Next is Slice, Sesame, and Sourdough, the souls of bread children brought back to life by a mysterious power. They only come as a group because they are all good friends. This is found in Brevin. Slice causes anger, Sesame can damage everyone, and all stats are increased after headspace reset. In fact, I'm pretty sure all Brevin enemies have that as well. So, next is Creepypasta. Let me start off by saying that everything you're about to hear is 100% true. There was a garage sale last summer. I spotted a dusty cartridge of a game I never heard of before. I bought it, but when I got home, it didn't work. When I went back to the garage sale, the house was burnt down. Yeah, this is Creepypasta, found in Brevin. It can make everyone except OMORI afraid if its heart is low. Next is Copypasta. A copypasta is a pasta that copies itself. A copypasta is a pasta that copies itself. A copypasta is a pasta that copies itself. Right. This is found in Brevin, and summons other copypastas or creepypastas. Really annoying fight. I had to use the ultimate attack in order to get rid of all of them. But they all have very low HP. Next is Living Bread. A demon bread, baked to perfection. Its only purpose is to consume life jam. Bleh! Like a vampire. Bleh! This is found in Brevin. It can cause heavy damage to a single target. Ginger Dead Man. Maybe a little sad, but definitely not dead. That doesn't even rhyme. This is found in the Arrow Cave, specifically, of Orange Oasis. It just basically has basic attacks. I said basically a lot. Next is Toast Ghost, an unamused apparition that spouts ominous phrases like, "When there is no more room in hell, the bread shall walk the earth." This one kind of looks like you, Omori. Gee, thanks, Aubrey. This is also found in Arrow Cave, only damages Juice because it is a ghost. Finally is Hush Puppy, an erratic entity that was born from the cries of lost souls. It slowly screams itself to death. This creepy thing is found in Brevin and causes party members to become afraid, for a very good reason. Snow Bunny kicks snow at you when it's angry, capable of creating the world's smallest snowstorm. Do you think it will melt if we put it in the sun? Sure, why don't we find out, Kel? This is found in the Frozen Lake and Snow Globe Mountain. Different stats for each one. It can attack all party members, and yeah, that's basically it. Just the standard bunny. Next is Snow Pile, an unintentionally cursed patch of snow. It wonders why it is alive. Yeah. This is found in Snow Globe Mountain. In case you are unaware, Snow Globe Mountain is a Hikikomori route only boss. Is an Hikikomori route only area, my bad. This can raise its own attack and defense, and can decrease party members' speed and defense. Next is Snow Angel, Guardians of Snow Globe Mountain. Its eyes are filled with stories. Snow Angels are known to appear to lost travelers and disappear with them into the snowfall. That explains why when you first encounter them, it has creepy music. This is found in Snow Globe Mountain. It can make everyone happy, and has a stronger attack against happy party members. So try not to let it make you happy, because you will regret it. So pretty much after that, that's all of the standard enemies. Next up in the faux facts is the bosses, starting with Boss. A little rough around the edges, can be a foe or a friend. This is the first boss. It's pretty scripted, so I don't really see a need to talk about it, really. Next is Ye Old Sprout, the beloved grandfather of all sprout moles. It is said that he loves all life in the forest, and that all life in the forest comes from him. When he is not busy maintaining the balance of the forest, he enjoys sitting. It's a shame we killed him. This is the second boss. Its only attack is something that attacks everybody. And in the tutorial part of the fight, he can only do like 4 damage. So, yeah. Next is Kite Kid, a mysterious boy obsessed with wind conditions. He is usually seen in the floating forest, flying his kite and mumbling something about the weather. Indeed, this is found in the Pinwheel Forest / Floating Forest. Kind of an optional boss, really. He can make himself happy and repairs his kite if it's destroyed. And, he's one of the few enemies where their stats will increase if encountered after the headspace reset, making for quite a challenging fight. If you're looking for a challenge, I would probably recommend you save this fight for later, if you're doing the Hikikomori route. But with Kite Kid comes Kid's Kite, a strange kite. It seems to possess a life on its own. Same fight as the Kite Kid, it just attacks. Next is Pluto, a mysterious flexing rock. I like his muscles! This is found in Otherworld. It is a missable boss. It can make himself happy and boosts its own attack, defense, and lowers own speed. But yeah, you can find him just like hiding behind a tree in the Otherworld campsite area. I would recommend at least encountering him or fighting him, so that you don't miss him. Next is Earth, the third planet from the Sun. Its surface is mostly covered in water and people. This is found in Otherworld. It's in the like supposed shortcut between the space pirate base and part of Otherworld. It can inflict SAD on one party member or the entire party, hits everyone, and also comes back as a dual boss fight after the headspace reset in the same area. Next is Download Window. Error. This is the Junkyard boss. It damages everyone by 80% of max HP, and it rarely attacks, so get your licks in before it licks you. Whatever, man. Space Ex-Boyfriend. The fierce alter ego of Captain Spaceboy, captain of the Space Pirates. He comes out when Captain Spaceboy is angry. Commands the planets of the solar system, but the heart of no one. This is the boss of Otherworld. He can inflict SAD, attacks 4 times if his HP is low, and constantly gets angrier over the course of the battle. Next is King Crawler, a mindless parasite that kills sprout moles and harvests their empty husks in order to extend its own body. Pretty creepy. This is the Firefly Forest boss. It can make itself angry, and it can basically summon a lost sprout mole and then eat it like a turn or two later to recover heart and make itself happy. Next is King Carnivore. This is missable. One of the sprout mole's many predators, King Carnivore invades sprout mole habitats by burrowing underground. They prefer their sprout moles warm and chewy. I wonder if that's blood. Anyway, this is found in Sprout Mole Village, missable, as I said before. And the reason why it's missable is because you can either, like, squish it, or just fight it outright. I would recommend fighting it outright so that you can have the faux facts entry. King Carnivore itself can attack and make the party happy. It also has 2 roots, and those roots are very annoying because they heal themselves and the main body. Now, the thing with this battle is that even if you destroy the roots, they will come back. So the kicker is that the roots cannot heal if they are sad. Yeah, I don't know how you can make inanimate objects sad, but it's a dream world. Get over it. Just make the roots sad and they won't be able to heal the main body, and it's pretty much good right there. Next is Shady Mole, the most untrustworthy of sprout moles. Do not believe anything that he says, is what Aubrey says. He's found in the Deep Well. You can only fight him if you finished the BED quest, which is part of the Pessy's Thing quest. He can use dynamite to attack everybody and uses the BED to heavily damage a single target. He's found in the little hideout area next to the construction site in Deep Well. So, not technically missable, but you will need to do some added steps in order to reach him. Next is Sir Maximus. A true master of the blade, a sprout mole who has studied the art of combat for hundreds of years in order to surpass the title of Herald and be granted the ultimate title of Maximus. This is a Sweetheart's Castle boss. Can attack all as a last resort. The funny thing about this is you encounter this thing 3 times, each stronger than the last. Sir Maximus II, a true master of the blade, the son of a sprout mole who has studied the art of combat for hundreds of years in order to surpass the title of Herald and be granted the ultimate title of Maximus. Just a stronger version. No additional skills. A true master of the blade, the grandson of a sprout mole who has studied the art of combat for hundreds of years in order to surpass the title of Herald and be granted the ultimate title of Maximus. Yep, all of these are basically the same enemy. Next is Sweetheart, the impulsive and beautiful Mad Duchess who lives in a big pink castle in Firefly Forest. Loved by sprout moles everywhere, has a soft spot for Hero. Hey, let's not bring this up again, okay? She's the boss of Sweetheart's Castle, makes everybody angry due to her annoying laugh, can heavily damage the entire party with her mace, and makes herself happier over the course of the battle, which increases her chance to inflict critical hits. And I swear that's all it does, because a chance of missing... the increased chance of missing never seems to affect the AI. That's the Pokemon problem right there. Next is Nefarious Chip. This is a creature from another realm, summoned by a plate of oatmeal cookies. Truly evil! Dastardly! Nefarious, even! This is the boss in Brevin. It can make itself happy, can attack 3 to 4 times in a single turn. So be careful, man. The Unbred Twins. Biscuit and Doughy, the unbred twins from another realm who are forced to bake and transport bread eternally via summoning circle. Oh. This is the big boss of Brevin. And if you were wondering, Brevin is found in Orange Oasis. They do not attack themselves, honestly enough. Or if they do, it's very rare. They usually summon enemies to do their bidding for them. They can heal themselves with cookies, and they become sadder over the course of the battle, until they eventually hit rock bottom, and you have to drain their juice before being able to damage them when they hit it. So, yeah, they have a lot of juice that you have to get rid of. Next is Space Ex-Husband, a recently divorced Captain Spaceboy. His soul has transcended beyond space and time and has evolved past useless human emotions. Poor Captain Spaceboy, nobody deserves this. He is the boss of Snow Globe Mountain, so only found in the Hikikomori route. He can do various attacks and can only be damaged if afflicted with the right emotion. Essentially, it shows him like daydreaming about a certain memory of Sweetheart, and depending on what that makes him feel, you have to inflict that certain emotion in order to be able to actually damage him. Next is Mr. Jawsome. Fun fact, this background that he's behind is actually New York City on fire. Very tasteful. A venture capitalist, entrepreneur, loan shark who owns 51% of the deep well. There is nothing he believes in more than a signed contract. Hey, it's the boss! Love that guy! He is the boss of Last Resort. He has low HP himself and does not attack. Instead, he summons Gator Guys to help him with his dirty deeds. And the Gator Guys have to be defeated before he can be damaged in the same turn. Very annoying. And for some reason, these guys are in the boss section as well. The trusted and loyal henchmen of Mr. Jossum. It is highly likely that they have all signed questionable contracts with him. They prefer to talk through their walkie-talkies even if they are all in the same room. Just the basic enemy in Last Resort until you defeat Mr. Jossum. They can attack twice. Considering that notion, this isn't missable because, you know, you do fight them during Mr. Jossum's boss, so don't worry about missing this one. Pluto Expanded is next. The astonishingly glorious expanded version of Pluto, the strongest planet in all the cosmos in the universe. Can be found in the Last Resort, can buff itself over time, and can hit everybody. Essentially gets more dangerous the less HP he has, so be careful of that. Also, you can fight him alongside Earth upon a headspace reset in a dual boss battle, so that's kind of fun. Next is Roboheart. This is a Hikikomori route-only boss. A dangerous killer robot bent on destroying life as we know it. We are lucky to have seen it and still be alive. They really lean on the idea that it's a killer robot, but it's not actually that dangerous. Can be found inside Humphrey after the headspace reset. Can heal itself, and it explodes as well. That's basically it. Mutant Heart is next. The failed experiment of the slime sister Marina makes strange noises in an attempt to communicate. Smells like strawberries. You know what that reminds me of? Princess Bubblegum. This is found inside Humphrey after the headspace reset. Can inflict happy, angry, or sad, and it also insta-kills anyone not in the proper emotion. At the start of a turn, it may mention a certain emotion. You have to follow that. Like if it says angry or sad or something like that, you have to follow that and make everybody angry or sad. Because otherwise it'll insta-kill anybody not in that. And it complicates things when she can also change the emotion of any party member with her attacks. So, yeah. Dangerous, but it can be doable. Perfect Heart. Probably the big super boss of this game. This is difficult. A goddess of immeasurable power and poise. The light that she emits is capable of causing acute blindness, and in some cases death. She's found inside Humphrey after the headspace reset. Has stronger attacks against any kind of emotion. Constant heavy damage on the second phase, and can leave characters with one heart left with a single attack. She is extremely difficult. You need to have a proper strategy in order to beat her, even when you have max stats and all of the good weapons and equipment and everything. She is still immensely difficult. She's like the only time where she really tests your knowledge of the game. And these last few ones, Marina, the reckless and rash middle child of the Slime Sisters, has a short temper, enjoys taking living things apart and putting them back together, usually without their permission. Molly, the devious and cunning oldest Slime Sister, knows how to find enjoyment in everything. She has mastered all the sciences, but sticks with programming, as it requires the least amount of movement. Is quite fond of cheesy potato chips. And finally Medusa, the calm and practical youngest Slime Sister, mainly deals with liquid elements in vials because they are pretty. She is an expert at diffusing difficult situations since her sisters like to argue quite frequently. All three of these are fought in the same battle. It's kind of funny that they're different entries, but they're part of the same battle. They can use potions for a variety of effects. I would recommend, the only thing I would recommend, since at one point they do swap your heart and juice values, I would recommend to not use your ultimate party attack until after they do that. That way you can kind of fix yourself after that swap. Because usually from my experience, after they do the heart, because if you do the ultimate party attack to do a ton of damage, they'll do the heart and juice swap, and then immediately start attacking again. And usually, they end up attacking OMORI, which ends up making me fail the battle immediately. So, yeah, just be wary of that. And I did not mean to do that. The last one in the list is Humphrey, of course. Absolute raw terror. And squishy, too! Yeah, yeah. He has 4 phases. The first phase can attack up to 3 times. The second phase has a single strong attack. The third phase attacks everybody every turn. And the fourth phase is a gimme. He's basically the big boss before the end, because the fight against OMORI is kind of scripted. But yeah, with that, that is all of the faux facts entries. Like I said, this doesn't include some of the optional bosses, like Boss Man Hero or the bosses that you face in the Basil Boss Rush. Mostly because I guess they're like console exclusive content and not originally intended to be part of the game. So yeah. With all of that done, yeah, that's faux facts. This has been Mr. Bacon Bits with OMORI. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. And next time you'll be seeing how to get all of the equipment. See you guys then.